So good morning everyone. क्या सुनाई दे रहा है ठीक ठाक से? मैं ऑडिबल? एनीवन? पूनम?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So today we'll start computer organization. Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So already in our just last class completed different sort of addressing modes with different example. Okay. So clearly I have mentioned everything, the process of addressing modes and their effective address calculations. Those are direct address, okay, immediate operand, indirect addressing, relative addressing, indexed addressing, register addressing, register indirect addressing, auto increment and auto decrement. And the figure, the table is shown the corresponding effective addresses and the content of accumulator after the execution of individual addressing mode. So in detail we have discussed. If you have doubt, you can ask me the question. Otherwise, you can follow the video which was shared in your YouTube channel. So you may follow that one. I think that will be clear for you because I have discussed in detail. So now today's topic is data transfers and manipulations. Because in the computer, until and unless you are transferring data, so no operation will be performed. Data is most major issue here in the computer architecture. Data is most important. Okay, without data, you can't do anything. So, and their manipulation means some sort of operations. Okay. So basically, different computer follows different sort of instruction formats and operand. Okay, and their type of operand and the style of operand. Okay. So the instruction set of different computer basically differ from each other mostly in the way the operands are determined from the address and the mode field. So that's why different computer having different sort of instruction set. So they are little bit different from the different computer. That means if architecture has been changed, so the type of and the class of instruction set may be different. So here, basically in generalize most keeping in mind for the most of the computer, instruction may be classified by several sets. Keeping in mind in the major computers. Okay. So those are basically data transfer instructions because you need to have instructions for transferring data. So as you know, data transfer taking place from one place to the other place. So data may be written in the data memory there. Okay. We have seen also when if you follow some sort of mathematical operations, maybe some sum or difference, okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever. So the data, first data may be written in the maybe residing in the accumulator first, and the second data, the second operand may be in the memory locations. When the addition is done, temporarily the result may be placed at the accumulator, and after that, if you want to store it some future application, so you have to transfer the result from the accumulator to a particular memory locations. So these are nothing more than the data transfer instructions in the programs. Similarly, data manipulation instructions, you have to process the data. So that's why data manipulation instructions are also most important. There must be discussed. And the program control instruction, as you know, program counter is there. Okay, so control the follow of the instruction or the program flow diagram. Okay, so program control instructions are most important because once the program execution starts, so it is executed line by line. But sometimes it may happen, listen clearly everyone, sometimes it may happen, you have to jump the instruction, you have to keep the instruction, you have to follow, you have to call some subroutine. That means you have to move some other memory locations, maybe jump to the other program from the main program. Okay, so that is called the subroutine call. So these are basically from program control instructions. Naturally, what happens? Instructions, because the combination of instructions, group of instruction, nothing but a program. So a single program, when starts its execution, then the execution of the individual instruction taking place. But sometimes it may happen, there may have some jump instruction, there may have some skip instruction. Okay, there may have some conditional jump instruction. There may not have some sort of unconditional jump. There may have some calling of subroutines. So all these are basically your from program control instructions. So as you know, for program control, when you switching the control of the program from one place for the main program to the other program, then you have to keep the address, the returning address to a stack. So stack pointer or stack is most important, plays a crucial role here. Whenever you are transferring the control of the program from one place to the other place. So there you have to store the content of the program counter, because as you know, the what is the content of the program counter? As you know, it contains the address of the instructions which to be executed next. So that means, Manlo, if you are in the 3000 locations, so content of the program counter should be 3001. That means the instruction which to be executed next. So 3001. That means if you jump from 3000 to the some other memory location, Manlo, it is 4000. So after there you have 10 lines, Manlo. So 4000 to 4009 to 10. So after that you have to come back 3001. So returning address is 3001. That is the content of the program counter. So that content of the program counter must be kept inside the stack, so that after returning back from the sub program, you have to retrieve the content of the stack. Okay. After retrieving the stack data, that is your returning address, and that is nothing but 3001 in our example. So these are the mechanisms must be followed during the data transfer and the manipulation execution time. Okay, I think this is clear to you. These are not new to you people, because already we know the data transfer instruction, we know the data manipulation instruction, we know the program control instruction, everything we know, but still just I am just giving the just new flavor to it. Just you listen and it will be very much easier to understand. Nothing complex. I think computer organics is a very simple subject, very easy to understand, very easy to remember, very easy to score if you go through little bit seriously, and if you follow my classes and all those video lectures. If you do not somebody has missed out the classes, so you can follow the video lectures also, and it will be very much clear and easy to understand. No doubt about that. I'm sure about that. So let us explain one by one data transfer instruction. Okay. So these are the data transfer, isn't it? So data transfer means, as I already mentioned you, that means data transfer means क्या होता है? Source रहेगा, destination रहेगा, isn't it? So two memory locations may be there, registers may be there, between register and memory locations. Okay. So these are the type of memory, data transfer. So you people know that one, load, isn't it? Loading, storing. Okay, loading. Okay, load means you are just writing the data to the accumulator. Storing means you are writing the result from accumulator to a particular memory location of the register. That is the store. Move, exchange, input, output, pushing the data into the stack, copying the data from the stack. So these are what type of instruction? Data transfer instruction. When you are writing something in the stack, that means you are transferring the data, isn't it? You people know that very well. So Manlo, this is the stack. So you have written push A. So that means data must be stored here. Push B. So data must be here. So that may be address or maybe what sort of, because these are the address also one kind of data because it's a numerical one. So that's why it may be physically representing the address, but still it's a type of data. Not it's the operand, but it's the address, but it may be termed as data. So data transfer. Okay. So data transfer instruction. So push pop. Okay. So push pop, exchanging input, output, load, move, store. These are the type of data transfers. When you are writing these sort of instructions, so they are involved solely on data. Correct. So these are the, but we have used all these instructions previously. Okay. So these are nothing new. Okay. These are nothing new. So देखो यहाँ पे already we have discussed these things in our just last class. Different sort of addressing modes, isn't it? So there, these are the addressing modes involving your load instructions. Okay, load instructions. Okay, load is a kind of data transfer instructions, and we have studied different addressing modes, almost 8 type of addressing modes. So these addressing modes, how they are involving with load instruction. I've taken that example. So in that way, you can also use store instruction also, isn't it? So direct addressing. So I'm not repeating here because in the last class we have detailed discussed all these things. Load, direct address, load LDR. So LDR means LD means you are going to load something. So as I mentioned, you load means you are just going to keep the data where the accumulator. So that's why LD ADR. The ADR means address. Malu 3000. So LD, I'm not taking much time here because already we have discussed. LD Malu 3001. So that means somewhere memory locations is there and this address may be 3001. मान लो यहाँ पे 20 is written. So that 20 will be moving to the accumulator. So after execution of that instruction, accumulator having the data. That's the case. So that's why LD address. देखो यहाँ पे the content of the address ADR is moving to the accumulator. So this is the direct address. So everything I have discussed. Okay, indirect addressing. So indirect addressing also I have mentioned. So LD because this is for load instruction, so that's why every time LD is written. देखो LD, so LD and other जो thing है यहाँ पे, that are depending upon what class of addressing modes you have chosen. So that is the case. So I'm not taking much time here because already all these addressing modes I have discussed in detail. So you just go through this one. Okay. So see here, I'm just taking one example among 8 register. Okay. So load R1, LD R1 means R1 जो रजिस्टर है वहां पे जो डेटा रहेगा, यहाँ पे जो डेटा रहेगा मान लो 30. Okay, so it may be R1, say for example. Okay, R1 register. So that 30 data will go to the accumulator. That means execution of these instructions, accumulator must contain 30. Okay, so this is the way of thinking. So I think don't have any doubt. If you are still having doubts, you can ask me. So these are the 8 addressing modes for the load instruction. So this is your the first process, that is your data transfer. Okay. Data transfer instruction. Now we'll go for data manipulation instructions. Okay. So data manipulation instructions, as you know, involving data. So lots of mathematical, logical, shifting operations are involved. So data manipulation arithmetic instruction, as you know. Can you tell me any sort of arithmetic instruction? Everybody thinks so. Because addition, uh, multiplication, division, okay, subtraction, all these are arithmetic instructions. Logical and bit manipulation instructions. Logical, that means logical, some kind of logical instructions. Okay, so it may be exclusive OR gate, it may be AND, it may be OR, it may be complementing, comparisons. Okay, so these are the kind of logical and bit manipulation instruction. Bit manipulation, what does it mean? मान लो you are having a data. Okay, you are having a data. मान लो you are having a data 1 0 0 ऐसा करके. Okay, 1 0 0 मान लो data is there. Now you are just taking any one data. You are wanting to change any one data, keeping others fixed. So these are not be changed. Only this bit means D0, D1, D2. D2 bit maybe you are taking the consideration of D2 and you are going some sort of operation for D2 bit data. So that is called bit manipulation system because you are going to take a single bit. So that may be a bit manipulation instruction. Okay, you are dealing with single bit among 8 bits. Okay, so that is called the bit manipulation instruction. Then the shifting instruction, you will know this 4 sort of shifting operations are the left, right, logical, and arithmetic. So shifting instructions also we have studied at few classes. So these are not new at all. These are not new at all. So arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, logical ending, ORing, okay, exclusive OR gate, and bitwise manipulation and shifting, right, shift left. Okay. So these are the data manipulation instruction. Okay. So arithmetic needed to mention, okay, arithmetic as I mentioned, addition, subtraction, increment, decrement. Okay. So these are the typical arithmetic instructions. Okay. Typical arithmetic instructions. You know everything. Division, multiplication, therefore subtract, addition, therefore addition, ADD, subtract, SUB, multiplication, MUL, divide, DIV, add with carry, subtract with row, negate. There means two's complement, increment. So it's a kind of one's complement, isn't it? Increment, decrement. So these are the kind of typical arithmetic instructions. You know, you have studied all these in our earlier class. So these are basic from your arithmetic instructions. This is also kind of arithmetic instruction. Add immediate. Therefore, ADDI. When add two binary integer numbers. Okay, this is used for adding two binary integer ADDF, add two floating point numbers. Okay, so in that case, we will use ADDF. ADDD, add two decimal numbers in BC. Okay, so BC addition के लिए you have to use ADDD, and floating point के लिए ADDF, and integer के लिए ADD. So these are also kind of addition instructions. Now the logical and the bit manipulation instructions. It is also need not to mention because you people know this add operation or operation, okay, or and exclusive or operations. Already I have given few examples for all these operations in our. I think it is maybe your second chapter. Okay, and or taking and or these are the. And also I have mentioned clear a selected bit. This is also I have mentioned in our previous class. That the example which I mentioned earlier, जो D0, D1, D2, D2 bit को तुम clear करना चाहते हो. Okay. So you have to take that particular bit and you have to adopt one particular operation. That means ending. मान लो I'm just taking clear selected bit. मान लो I am taking one example. Suppose 1 0 1 1. मान लो 4 bit here for the sake of simplicity. Now you want to D1 bit clear. D1 bit को तुम clear करना चाहते हो. Keeping all other bits same. That means ultimately you should have 1 0 0 1, isn't it? So that is the result that you want to do it. So how to get it? As you know, if you multiply 0 with any bits, that will give you 0. If you multiply with 1, that will give you the same result. So that's why if you multiply this with a value, मान लो 1 1 0 1 with this one, मान लो ये b डेटा मास्किंग डेटा है b, और ये तुम्हारा ओरिजिनल डेटा a. सो a डॉट b तुम करोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, ये मिलेगा कि नहीं, 1 0 0 1 मिल जाएगा. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड क्लियर ऑफ सिलेक्टेड बिट्स. एम आई करेक्ट? इफ यू हैव डाउट यू कैन टेल मी. मान लो और एक एग्जांपल हम लेते हैं. सो यू जस्ट गो थ्रू ऑल दिस, you will understand. Just you go through as I give you. I have clear out your basic concept. So that's if you go through all these things, it will be very much clear. Okay. So you want to clear this bit. So now you multiply with 1 1. जो bit को तुम clear करना चाहते हो उसको 0 ले लो, बाकी सब 1 कर दो. Now if you multiply bit wise, it will be 1, it will be 0, it will be 1, it will be 1. So देखो ये bit clear हो गया, देखो 0 है. So this is the way of clearing a particular bit. Correct? बोलो, किसी को कुछ डाउट है तो बोलो. ठीक है, I am just talking in clear. So that is your clear selected bits, as I mentioned. If you go through what I mentioned, that is written over there. So these are the instruction sets. Okay, manipulation instructions. Clear, you have to use CLR. Complement, that is one's complement. Com, ending AND or exclusive or get XOR. Clear carry CLRC. Set carry ACTC. Complement carry COMC. Enable interrupt EI. Disable interrupt DI for taking interrupt. Okay. So these are what type of instruction? These are logical and bit manipulation instruction. So you have to keep in mind all these things. Okay, you have to keep all these things in your mind. You can mention to give some example of typical logical and bit manipulation instruction. Then that is you have to mention all these things. So you just, I have given set selected bit set. Okay, for setting you have to clear other bit 0, and for a particular bit you have to make it 1. Just I mentioned earlier clear के लिए, तो ये set के लिए, that means that particular bit should be high. Complement selected bit. Okay, complement selected bit. तो complement selected bit के लिए देखो तुम लोग जो पढ़े हो ना वो concept, everything you know, nothing new बाबू, but you have to use you have to think basically. Okay, you have to come out from just your laziness. Okay, complement selected bit. Okay, complement selected bit. Can anyone give me the, can anyone make me happy? Can anyone make me happy? मान लो हम, what is the question? Complement is selected bit. मान लो 1 1 1, this is the data. Okay, this is the data. So I want to complement, I want complement. Okay, मान लो D0 bit, D0 bit को हम complement करना चाहते हैं keeping other bit intact. So what will you do? D0 bit को तुम complement करना चाहते हो. Okay, so that means मान लो ये x bit है 1 1 1, ये x को x dashed आना चाहिए यहाँ पे, ये x है, ठीक है. D0 means x, तो रिजल्ट में क्या होगा 1 1 1 x dashed, isn't? ये तुम्हारा रिजल्ट है. तो तुम कैसे ये कर पाओगे? You have started exclusive OR gate beautifully. You are having the beautiful gate that is exclusive OR gate, and you know that how to use exclusive OR gate as NOT gate. Anyone, can you give me the answer? How to use exclusive OR gate as NOT gate? मान लो यहाँ पे exclusive OR gate, I have mentioned so many times, बाबू. I have mentioned so many times, but you are not remembering, I think. So this is exclusive OR gate. How to get, how to use this as NOT gate? That means complement. How to use? Can anyone tell me? ये चैप्टर हम कल खत्म करेंगे. बोलो, एक्सक्लूसिव OR गेट को तुम कैसे नॉट गेट बनाओगे? So many students are there. I think so many you will give the answer, but open your mouth. Try to speak something. It may be wrong, may be correct. I will never mind, but try to give the answer. Otherwise, I will call your name. I think need not to call your name. You will voluntarily will give the answer. How to use exclusive OR gate as NOT gate? Anyone? अंकित कुमार सिंह. अंकित कैसे हो? सो गए क्या? सर बहुत ठंड है, कैसे उठ पाएंगे सर? हम तो सो रहे. Not like that, Babu. Come out. Okay, if you not give the answer, it's my responsibility to give you answer. So if you make use logic one input, if you use here A, so the output will be A1. So in that case, if you making exclusive OR gate, okay, and if you apply 1 over there, so that particular bit will be complemented. If it is 0, it will be 1. If it is 1, it will be 0. And all other bits are 0. If you use here 0, then what happens? If you use here 0, the result will be A, means no change. So what is our data? 1, 1, 1. So make it 1 because you want to clear it. So make it 1 here and बाकी सब bit को same रहना चाहिए, इसलिए यह 0 करो. Then make a exclusive OR gate between these two. So bitwise exclusive OR gate, that will be 0. It is unchanged, unchanged, unchanged. So that is now complemented. So complemented selected bits that I mentioned here. So these are very simple. If you have uh, clear the basic ideas, so you can implement anyone. So shift instructions also are most important. Okay. So shift instruction का format ये है तुम्हारा operation code. REG is your register address. Okay. This is type. Type is a 2-bit field for specifying 4 different types of shifts. Okay. 4 different types. Type means type of shifting. Okay. Whether it is logical shift or arithmetic shift. Whether if it is arithmetic shift, so whether it is shift left or shift right. Okay. Whether it is logical shift right or logical shift right. So that's why it says 4 sort of types. So that's why type RL. RL is 1 byte field, 1 bit. It's a 2-bit. You have 4 sort of. So it may be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. 4 combination because 2 field. Then RL. RL is a 1-bit field. RL is a single bit. It's a 1 bit. It's a 2-bit. Maybe 0, 0, maybe 0, 1. It's a single bit. Okay. Single bit. Field specifying shift right or left. Right or left. Okay. Right of left 2 है इसलिए 0 and 1. Then count how many left shift, how many right shifts you are going to, how many places. Okay, how many times you are going to shifting the data, left side how much or right side how much, that is counted by these flags. So it is counting how many left shift or right shifts you are going to perform. It's a kind of counter. Okay. Okay. So count is a k-bit field specifying up to 2 to the power k minus 1. As you know, if it is 3 bit, so 2 to the power k minus 1 means 2 to the power 3 minus 1. That is 8 minus 1. That is how much? 7. So 7 means 1, 1, 1 from 0, 0, 0. Okay. So that is the case. So this is the format of instruction of shift cases. Shift instruction. OP, REG, type, RL, count. So that particular field, each and every field having particular functions and their representations. Okay. These are the mnemonics for shifting operations. The shift instructions are there. Logical shift, SHR. Logical shift left, SHL. Arithmetic shift right, SHRA. Arithmetic shift left, SHLA. So right left के लिए RNL होता है और रोटेट के लिए RO, रोटेट के लिए RO, रोटेट राइट तो ROR, लेफ्ट होगा तो ROL, something like that. So these are the type of typical shift instructions. So these are the type of instructions we have completed. Okay. Then the program control, as I mentioned you, for jumping, okay, skipping, calling a subroutine. Okay, these are to handle all these. Okay, instructions are important to study program control. As I mentioned, jumping instructions, skipping instructions, calling a subroutine. These are most important here. So these are the typical program control instructions. Branch, okay, jump, skip, call, return, compare, or test. Okay. So these are most important control instructions. Okay. Branch means वहाँ पे branch हो जाएगा. That means नेक्स्ट इमीडिएट जो इंस्ट्रक्शन होगा वो एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा. जंप ऑल्सो मीन्स यू आर jumping a particular memory location that may be within a program, that may be jumping for some other program, subprogram. Okay, so these are for jumping. Skipping means you are skipping the execution of the immediate next instructions. So in that case you will use skip instruction. skp is the mnemonics. And call means you are calling a subroutine. Okay, call means you are calling a subroutine. That means you are moving some other memory locations. And when a memory subroutine is called, there may have some return address. What sort of that? I'm taking one example. See here, we don't have much time here. So this is your main program. Okay, MP main program. This is a sub program, that is a subroutine. So now you have a call कर दिया. सो मान लो ये 4000. ओके, कॉल कर दे. ये है तुम्हारा 3000 मान लो 1. तो 4000 यहाँ है, तो ये 4000 में आ जाएगा कंट्रोल का ऑपरेशन. ये एग्जीक्यूट होगा और लास्ट में क्या होगा? रिटर्न होगा. रिटर्न मस्ट होना चाहिए. सो जब रिटर्न होगा तो वो क्या जाएगा? पहले स्टैक पॉइंटर में, स्टैक में जाएगा, स्टैक में. ठीक है, तो ये तुम्हारा 3001 में तुम एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे थे, तो पीसी का कंटेंट क्या होगा? 3002 होगा. दैट मींस रिटर्निंग एड्रेस होगा 3002. तो स्टैक में तुम क्या रखोगे? 3002. तो यहाँ पे जब सबरूटीन में तुम 4000 में बोला गया है कॉल 4000 तुम आके ये प्रोग्राम को एग्जीक्यूट कंप्लीशन करके रिटर्न मिला, लास्ट में रिटर्न मिल जाएगा. जब रिटर्न मिल जाएगा वो सीधा कहाँ आ जाएगा? यहाँ से स्टैक में आ जाएगा. स्टैक में आके ये जो पुश था ये पॉप हो जाएगा 3002. सो नाउ प्रोग्राम काउंटर में 3002 हो जाएगा. 3002 हो जाएगा, ये सीधा इधर आ जाएगा, मेन प्रोग्राम में आ जाएगा. दिस इज द फ्लो डायग्राम ऑफ ए calling a subroutine and returning from a subroutine. This is the way. So whenever you are calling a subroutine, that means you have to store the returning address. That means you have to store the content of the program counter to the stack. Okay, then you have to move that subroutine. Okay, that subroutine. You move there, you complete the task, then you come back again. So when you will come back, when you will feel it's a completion of the subroutine, when you will face return instruction. Okay, when you will face return instruction, when you will execute return instruction, that means you will come back to the main program through stack, because returning address is kept in the stack. So you have to retrieve that returning address, that is 3002 here, then you will come back to the main program. This is the way. Okay, so that's why call and return, these are also control instruction. You are controlling the flow of the execution of the program. Okay, so this is all about your project class. Tomorrow we'll complete this chapter. So for that, up to that, you study this at your home. If you faced out,